It finally happened. The overall crypto market found a perfect bottom, exactly as I predicted for Bitcoin on the 26th of June, where I told you that everybody is wrong. We're going to see a dump and then a major pump at the beginning of this parabolic phase. And yes, this was the bottom for Bitcoin, ultimately with a double bottom exactly on the 4-hour chart, exactly as I predicted, all the way up here, where I told you we're going to come all the way back down to the 61.8. Yes, we saw this sideways consolidation, but ultimately this price target was perfectly hit. So if you want to find out what is going to happen to Bitcoin in the long-term perspective, and we're also going to look at the total 3 market cap, because yes, we could expect this major run for the overall crypto market, and you're still at the beginning. You're literally at the bottom from this next major parabolic phase. So most importantly, if you want to find out more, subscribe, smash up the like button, and welcome back to B4Crypto. In today's video we're going to focus on Bitcoin firstly, because yes, exactly as I predicted, we saw the C and this B move for Bitcoin, because ultimately this was the bottom. And yes, my worst case scenario for Bitcoin would have been this dump all the way back down to the 200 moving average, and this is also exactly what I told you over on X, where I posted this post. I told you on Friday, buy the dip, it's the bottom, watch the video. Because yes, in the previous video I told you everything that we could expect, that we're going to see this dump all the way back down from this double bottom, because ultimately Bitcoin doesn't like these V-shaped recoveries. Bitcoin likes to come all the way back down to the 61.8 retracement and form this perfect W, this double bottom for Bitcoin. We could expect the price target of the 64,000 US dollars, like I also mentioned in the previous video, because on the 4-hour chart we can perfectly see that this is the 200 moving average. So first of all, this is going to be extremely important. If you want to trade this move, first of all, join my Signal group where we post all of our trades, and we've been making some awesome profits. Yes, we took a short on Ondo, and this worked out perfectly. And also we made some major profits on Link, because this trade was a perfect entry, exactly within these levels. All the information are in the video description below, or join my free Telegram group where you'll find all the information linked in the pinned comment. What is going to be the next major levels for Bitcoin? Let's go back on the daily chart. Because if we're going to look at the daily chart, what is really going to be important, yes, this is the all-time high for Bitcoin, and this is the swing low exactly here, and Bitcoin has formed a higher low exactly here. And this is also what I predicted, that we're going to see this major sideways consolidation, this absolute bottom phase, and if Bitcoin is going to reach these levels, yes, we're going to see a fast move, and all the buying pressure is going to come in here. Maximum pain for Bitcoin is no dump towards the downside. The major institutions and BlackRock are not giving you the opportunity to buy the lows. No, they're going to manipulate you out of the market all the way down here, where a lot of people get extremely fearful. And that is also exactly what I predicted, guys, that your mindset has to be different. If we're going to be at the highs, you should be fearful. But if we're going to come all the way back down and we're going to see these major dumps in the market, this usually is the best opportunity to buy. We are still at the beginning of this next major parabolic phase. So let's go over on the weekly chart of Bitcoin. We could see that the bottom for Bitcoin was in round about these levels, and this was ultimately the level where I started my YouTube channel. I told you exactly at the bottom to buy Bitcoin or even Solana. I gave a call on Solana that it would be a great entry point round about the levels of $16. Yes, you heard me right, at $16. But we're going to look at Solana. But first of all, guys, this is a healthy market structure, because we can see at the price movement from the bottom, so a pump, major consolidation, came all the way back down to the moving averages, and then we started this next pump, consolidation, and yes, guys, we can see that the price movement goes up in stairs, and this usually is the best market structure that we can see in any type of market. Because yes, if I would have seen this major pump towards the upside, this is a bubble, guys. This would mean that the price comes all the way back down. But if we're going to see these consolidation phases, which we can see exactly in the price movement of Bitcoin, yes, guys, where everybody's extremely fearful all the way down here and even here, and also in this major phase exactly here, guys, I told you to dollar cost average into Bitcoin, because ultimately, guys, we're at the beginning of this major parabolic phase where we're going to see this next major leg up. And yes, we're at the bottom, and not only for Bitcoin, because if we go over to the total 3 market cap, we can expect the major altcoin season. And yes, guys, I could expect the biggest altcoin season, because the price movement and the total 3 market cap, and remember, the total 3 market cap are all the cryptocurrencies excluding Bitcoin and also Ethereum. So ultimately guys, this happened after the previous Bitcoin halving. We saw the slight consolidation, but ultimately this massive pump towards the upside where the total 3 market cap went up by 1800%. And yes guys, you're at the beginning of this next major parabolic phase, not only for Bitcoin but for all of the altcoins. And if we go over to the crypto bubbles, these are the projects that I've been talking about on my channel. And if you would have invested a week ago, like I told you in the previous videos, guys, you would have been up 22% on Casper, 15% on Injective, 17% on Solana, and yes guys, by just investing for 1 week. So let's go on the monthly bubbles where we can see that yes, here's a lot of red and a lot of people will turn extremely bearish and even think about selling their coins. No, this is the exact opposite that you should do. Guys, if you're seeing these major discounts, guys, you should dollar cost average into these firm projects, because ultimately guys, let's go over to Solana. Yes, I told you exactly here that you should dollar cost average, because we're seeing this bounce, first of all from the 200 moving average on the daily chart and also this previous support. And ultimately guys, previous support is going to be extremely strong, and a lot of people are going to accumulate Solana exactly at the lows, because this is the strategy that you have to follow guys. Buy low and sell high. Don't buy up here when we're seeing major FOMO, and don't sell your coins exactly here because you're in a slight loss, maybe of 30%. But if we go over to the crypto bubbles guys, on the daily chart, we can see that Beam, FTM and Link, Render, AR and IMX went up 6, 7 or even 9% in just one day guys. So yes, what are 30% down? If we're going to see this strong move towards the upside, and ultimately guys, we could expect that Solana is going to come all the way back up to the $170 level. But ultimately guys, here's the exact right time to buy, because you're close to the bottom, and we can see that the overall crypto market, yes, we saw this sideways consolidation, but ultimately guys, this is just a manipulation to get you out of the market before the next major parabolic phase. So let's go back over to Bitcoin. Because yes, what is really going to be important is that Bitcoin is going to break the 38.2 exactly here, where we can see this previous resistance, and also here exactly the 38.2. We got this rejections exactly within the level of the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, all the way from the all-time high all the way to the swing low exactly here. So this is going to be extremely important, that Bitcoin is going to break the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, so that we could come all the way back up to the 61.8, where I could expect this next major consolidation before this next major move all the way to the previous high. Because if we're going to turn on the VPVR, the volume price range, we can see that exactly at the 61.8 and also the mid range from the all-time high and also the swing low exactly here, we can see a lot of volume, a lot of previous resistance and also support. So Bitcoin needs to break this level towards the upside so that we could expect this next major move. But what are going to be the price targets in the immediate short term? And for that, we're going to go on the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, because yes, we saw this perfect bounce at the 61.8 and we also broke out from this major golden zone. Yes, this was my worst case scenario and the major support that held Bitcoin. But overall guys, we need to find out what is going to happen next, and for that we're going to draw this horizontal line exactly here, because exactly in these levels we can see that we are forming a perfect ascending triangle. And yes, we could expect a bullish breakout. First of all, we saw this break of this pattern exactly at these levels where we broke the resistance point. But normally, if we're going to see these breakouts from these major important zones and also from this pattern, guys, we could expect a retest exactly at the breakout point. So ultimately guys, this is going to be your next trade on Bitcoin. And talking about trades, this is a free trade setup guys. I could expect that the price movement on the 4-hour chart is going to come all the way back down to the $61,900 and we're going to see this bounce, first of all from this horizontal support and resistance, which is now resistance, and also the support from these important moving averages. So ultimately guys, this is going to be your entry with a stop loss underneath the previous low exactly here. But guys, if you want to trade all of these moves, go down in the video description below, because yes, you need to be subscribed to this channel to get all this useful information. And yes, in the video description below you find a link to BloFin, where you can trade all of this without any KYC, and also on Bybit, where you receive a major deposit deposit bonus. But guys, all the informations to the Signal group you'll find in the video description, because yes, you're still extremely early, and if you go on the monthly bubbles, these are the discounts that you're getting at the moment. So make sure to be for crypto, smash up the like button and subscribe, but most importantly guys, make sure to tune in for the next video, because ultimately you're still extremely early, and we see each other in the next video.